just filmed this whole video in a different place.
Oh, that means you don't like it, huh?
Okay, well, my name is Scarlett and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've filmed this video twice already. Okay, well, let's get started. I really hope this is going to be good now, because if it's not, I genuinely just give up on trying to film a sit-down video. Okay, I just watched that last clip back and I do like this angle a lot more. Let's get started. I am currently about to film a Q&A for you guys. I got asked a bunch of questions. Well, I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions on my Instagram story, and a lot of you guys provided. So I wasn't expecting to get this many questions and like this amount of like good questions. So I'm also kind of doing this because I can't vlog at the moment, and vlogging is like my thing. So I'm just gonna sit down and film this for you guys. It also allows you guys to sort of get to know me a bit better. So I do hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's interesting to watch. I'm sorry if it's not, but here we are. I'm gonna start with the question, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube, number one, just to make the memories and to be able to have something to watch back, to like look back on 5-10 years down the line, just to basically see how my life has like evolved. What I've found is that vlogging captures an entirely different part to like a trip or like a day than you would capture on like Snapchat or just like your phone in general. And I've always loved it. I've always loved vlogging, and I finally got the balls to actually post my vlogs a year later, pretty much, like to when I actually filmed them. But baby steps, baby steps. And secondly, I started it just to kind of inspire people to be themselves and to try out new like fashion like styles, because I love fashion and fashion inspires me, which also links to another question, what and who inspires you? Fashion inspires me. That is probably the biggest inspiration in my life. I just love fashion. I always have. I love trying out new styles, different kind of like vibes. Yeah, it's just something I love. I also love inspiring people, and I feel like I have inspired a lot of people in my lifetime, and now I kind of have a platform to like do that as well. You know, the one good thing about quarantine is that I won't have cars going past my window outside like every 2 seconds, because my window looks out like behind you on the road, and there's like no cars, which is brilliant. And it's also a cloudy day, which means the lighting, that's also good. Next question, I think this is probably my favourite question. So obviously you're a step ahead a lot of us who are solely living in Dubai at the moment, as you've already experienced going back and forth between England and Dubai, like we all will be soon for uni, hopefully, in brackets. Class of 2020. What would you say were your biggest difficulties with it, and what did you enjoy most about the change? Firstly, yeah, I've been living between England and Dubai for the past 2 years. I personally made the decision to go to boarding school. Honestly, best decision of my life. Like, I have enjoyed nearly every second of it and would not change it for the world. I think my biggest difficulties was probably just like the initial change, moving countries. Although it is like my home, like I've lived in Dubai for 10 years. It was definitely hard to sort of move back, especially being British. Like a lot of people just expected me, oh, cute cat outside, to like know England. But in reality, I'm from a completely different part of the country to where my boarding school was, or is, or I don't know. Really hot. I just turned the AC off so there's no background noise, and it was a mistake wearing a hoodie. Okay. I'd say another difficulty was probably just like making my friends and like finding my people, just because like I didn't know anyone when I moved back. I've made sort of like friends who I have mutuals with, but I didn't know anyone, and it took me a while to sort of like find my friendship group. But I also feel like that's the same with everyone, and it's very, very normal. So I don't think it was necessarily like a difficulty, it was just, I feel like a little bit of a challenge that I had to overcome, which I did, and now I have literally made friends for life and I couldn't be more grateful for them. Second part of that question is what did I enjoy most about the change? That would honestly be everything. I was so ready for a change before I left Dubai. Couldn't have been more ready. I just wanted a change in my life so badly, and I did have to sort of like learn to live differently. But I enjoyed all of it. I made friends for life, as I said. I just enjoyed moving countries and experiencing almost a different culture. The UK sort of teenage culture is extremely different to a Dubai one. I just really enjoyed sort of experiencing 2 years of that, and I don't know if it's any different at uni. I haven't gone to uni yet, and I became less of like an international student and more like British, which is where I'm actually from. Next question, what is my favourite car? I'm really glad someone asked this. I don't know who asked this. I completely forgot because I literally love cars so much. Like I always have, I just love them. Let me say one of my favourite cars is a G-Wagon. And also I love MGB's 1963s. I think they're so opposite. It's quite funny, but that kind of like sums up my personality. I also love minis and I love like vintage Mustangs. I say like 1967 Mustangs. Don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. And next question, I've like lost count of the amount of questions. Where do you want to take your career after studying criminology at uni? Any ideas yet, or are you just waiting for those doors to be open once you've got to uni? I really like this question because I feel like a lot of thought has been put into it. I don't really know. I'm not sure I want to have a career in criminology. Like I don't want to be a policewoman or anything, so I don't really know. I'm studying criminology because I'm interested in it. I did crime and deviance as a topic in Soc this year, and I can't wait to learn about it on like a deeper level, and it's pretty much all I'm going to be learning about for the next 3 years, which is super exciting. That doesn't mean to say that I actually want to go into a career to do with criminology. I guess I'll just wait for those doors to be opened and see what those doors are and see what opportunities I get, if I want to take them. I think that's it. Oh yeah, I also asked people to like give assumptions about me, but I decided not to include any because I thought it was kind of boring and I didn't really know how to like incorporate that into a video. But I did keep one because it links to a question. She lives in Dubai, means she's minted. A guy assumed this who's in the year below me at school. And the question that I got asked is, do you get annoyed when people think you're rich just because you live in Dubai? The answer is no, I don't really. It used to annoy me a bit just because I'm like, why are you assuming stuff about me? Because I don't think people should assume things about you before they actually know you as a person. Just kind of brush it off, laugh it off. You know, that's all you really can do, because if you get angry about it, like, you can't really take a joke, basically. What advice would you give your 15-year-old self? I would probably tell my 15-year-old self not to dwell over the little things. Basically because I've found a lot of times in my life, if I've like fallen out with a friend or just like over a little thing, I kind of make it into a bigger deal than it needs to be, just because I cherish my friends so much and my friends genuinely mean the world to me. When you're my best friend, I am so loyal to you. Like, I cherish you guys so much. If you're watching, you know who you are. But sometimes I find when we get into like little arguments or something, then I just take it very personally and I get really like worked up about it when I don't really need to. And I'm always like searching for the answers. I'm always like, but why, but why, but why? If they don't have an explanation, like there's nothing I can do about it. What's your biggest aspiration in life and how are you planning to achieve it? My biggest aspiration in life is probably just to be happy in like my current situation. Someone coming upstairs. Before all this kind of like stress of like everything coming down on us, especially being in the class of 2020, like my A-levels cancelled, don't know how my grades are gonna get calculated. Well, I do, but it's just, you know, it's all a bit up in the air and no one really knows what's gonna happen, and that uncertainty is bothering a lot of people, including me. I'd like to think I'm coping with it quite well. I don't feel great some days, and that's okay, like that's normal. But I do think in general I'm quite happy with where I am in life at the moment, and I'm doing things to make me happy, and that's all I can do. At the moment in quarantine, I'm filming, I'm editing videos and like vlogs from like last year. Like I'm finally starting a YouTube channel, which makes me happy. I'm trying to learn new tricks on a skateboard. I'm reading, I'm sitting in the sun, like I'm playing with my dogs. There's like loads of stuff that I'm trying to do to keep me motivated, to keep me happy. yeah, that's my biggest aspiration in life, just to be happy. And this reminds me of that Beyonce music video. If you don't know that reference, then we can't be friends. And how I'm planning to get there, I'm not entirely sure. I just know that I definitely want to be in a job that I love, that I'm happy in. And if I'm in a relationship, then I want to be able to love that relationship and be very happy and content in that relationship. What are 2 regrets of your boarding school experience? This is quite a tricky question because I don't really regret anything, because like live with no regrets or whatever. But I'd probably say my biggest like regret is probably not socializing enough in my first year. I was on campus in the first year. It's an all-girls house. I didn't really socialize much. I didn't really feel the need to. I didn't feel the need to go to the canteen in my breaks and like socialize, because I was like, there's 20 minutes in between lessons, like what is the point? Like if I had my room right there, I may as well just go to my room, right? I definitely think looking back, I wish I had socialized more, because I think I probably would have made like deeper connections with more people. I'm definitely also someone who values like quality and quantity, so I'm not really that bothered. The second one, that's a bit hard. I'm not really sure about it. It would probably just be letting people kind of like get up in my business. I found myself in like the second year, maybe this is what comes with socializing more, because I moved house in the second year, so I like went to break and stuff. I think maybe it does come with like the whole socializing and being with people 24/7. I found myself letting people chat about me when like it wasn't okay. Like I kind of wish I just went like, bro, that's not okay. You can't talk about me like that. You can't talk about my mates like that. Mind your own freaking business, basically. And I just didn't really do that because I didn't want to like stir anything, and I didn't really want to get involved in drama. But that kind of backfired, because I ended up more involved in more drama than I would have been if I had just like cut it off. So that's probably my second regret. It is what it is. What is on my bucket list? My bucket list doesn't exist. I basically just go with the flow of life, and if I find something that I want to do, then I will try and do it if I have the opportunity. I definitely want to go skydiving, and there's like a few places on my bucket list, like Australia, Fiji, Hawaii, New Zealand, New York. They're the ones I can think of off the top of my head. I like Iceland. I really want to go to Iceland. I was meant to go in year 9 on a school trip, but it got cancelled, so that's a bit peak. Best and worst memory at Hertwood. My best memory at Hertwood, I literally couldn't think of like one single one. It would probably just be making the friends that I did, and like literally making friends for life. In the first year, there were like 4 of us, and we went to France together last summer. I don't know if that vlog will be up on my channel yet. It's either already up or will be up next week. Yeah, I went to like Nice and Monaco with my 3 best friends last summer. That's probably one of my best memories. Honestly, it's not exactly at boarding school, but I made those friends at boarding school. And they also came to my 18th in Dubai. We all flew out together and celebrated for a week here, which was amazing. There are so many like special moments that I have of boarding school, and I wish I could have vlogged a week in my life like Kate Elizabeth does. But yeah, I've kind of forgot what I was saying now. I definitely have a lot of like special memories over the last 2 years of boarding school. And if none of you know, I did go to Kate Elizabeth's boarding school. I really wanted to do like a remake of like her like week in my life or day in my life at boarding school. But I never got the opportunity because I was going to do it in the summer term, and now school's been shut. So I might do a vlog of me like going back to get my stuff, but that's not quite as exciting. And my worst memory at Hertwood would probably, I don't know, I don't really want to like spill any tea. Thing is, my boarding school experience kind of ended on like a bad note, just because I like majorly fell out with one of my best friends, and also a boy was involved. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to bait anyone out, but that is that, and that was probably my worst memory at Hertwood, which really sucks because I was expecting to sort of go back in the summer term and just kind of forget about everything that happened. But that's expected, like it's boarding school, you're with people 24/7, you're bound to fall out with people, so that's normal. And I think uni is very much the same. So Anyway, that is actually the end of the video now, so I do hope you enjoyed. Again, like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to do like a part 2, or like if you guys want an actual like assumptions video, then let me know. Comment or like DM me on Insta or anything, any ideas you might have for any future videos. Since I have all the time in the world at the moment during quarantine, I can do anything apart from vlogs and anything that involves me leaving the house. Yeah, so I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And yeah, I guess that's it. Stay tuned for my next video, I guess. I think I'm gonna be posting every Tuesday at 7 PM Dubai time. I think that's gonna be like my mark every week. Thank you for watching if you've watched up to here. I love you very much, and thank you for all your support.